Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now, a lot of you all may have already heard this song by Pusha T called Adidon, where he basically goes to hell in on Drake. And I was like, what the hell is going on between Pusha T and Drake? And for those of you who know Pusha T, know him from the rap group, the Clips with his brother Malice. And a big shout out to Malice also. And I'm also a big fan of Pusha T also. And this is not so much as Pusha T as a lyricist or to diss him or anything like that. But the point is, like, sometimes you can go overboard. I know this might offend some people, what I'm going to say, but I'm going to try my best to keep it in line. But it's one thing to go after a man and you battle rapping, but then to throw his mom in there, then to throw his dad in there, and then to also throw his producer 40 in there. Basically talking about he's hunched over because 40 suffered from MS, multiple sclerosis. So, you know, and I think today is MS day if I'm not mistaken. But to go at all those people over basically somebody mentioning your friend name or your girl name is basically stupid. But I guess, you know, there's no rules in fighting, there's no rule in war. But, you know, soon as this song caught wind of the internet, that's when the damn firestorm broke off. And this goes to show you, where there was blood, the sharks would come. Let me say it again. Where there was blood, the sharks would come. I mean, you had everybody and their mama coming out the woodworks, basically trying to just discredit Drake. And it shows you how people really feel. Even certain people, and I'm not going to mention no names, that he sent, excuse me, let me get kind of proper if I will, that he sent bottles of champagne to, you know, told them how good of a job they was doing, you know, basically bigging them up. And this same person was going in on them damn near worse as Wendy Williams, even though Wendy Williams, we already know she goes overboard, but she went way to the screaming at Drake dad. And no matter if the guy walked out when he was 5, but the point is he came back, because a lot of guys don't even know their dad, and a lot of guys don't even, you know, never seen their dad, never hung with their dad. For him to embrace his dad and for his dad to come back into his life, that is good right there. And that's also a miracle within itself. I mean, we should be bigging them up if I'm not mistaken, because what do we always hear? It's not enough black males in their kids' life and their sons' life, especially because, you know, it's quite natural for the woman to take the daughter in and raise the daughter, but a woman can't teach a boy how to be a man. So we already know that. So that's the importance of having a father. So you would think that most people will be like, well, he has a dad, so that wouldn't even come out of his mouth. So for Pusha T to say, your father walked away at 5, what a hell of a dad thing. Marriage is something that Sandy never had. Drake, how you a winner, but she keep coming in last place. Monkey suit Dennis, you paraded him. A Steve Harvey suit nigga made him. Like, man, what is up with that? I mean, the guy look clean in them Steve Harvey suits, because I know when I get his age, I'm going to be wearing some Steve Harvey suits or some Versace or something. So big shout out to Dennis Graham for his choice of dress also, because the guy be looking fly. I don't care what nobody say. But the thing is, I'm like this. If me and you got a problem, we got beef, let it be our beef, because a whole lot of people can get drawn in and things get bloody when you start talking about people, family, and their wives and their moms, their dad. And we seen that from the Tupac and the Biggie Small situation. So we don't want another murder on our hands, because Pusha is great in his own right. Drake is great in his own right. But let's give it one good thought real quick. See, when you're on top of your game, and it's no matter if you're in the movie industry, it don't matter if you're in the record industry, it don't matter what you do, even YouTube or social media. When you're on top of your game, you have a lot of people, a lot of haters that can't wait to see you fall. In the moment that it seemed like you injured, that's when everybody gang up on you. See, this goes to show you who was really fearing you and who was really waiting for you to get that wound. See, because they're not man enough to come and face you unless you have that wound. So that's what a lot of people did, hence Wendy Williams and a lot of other people. And for some reason, it seemed like Wendy Williams never did like Drake, and so has a lot of these other people that I hear, and all over YouTube and these radio stations. I mean, you have people like they were rejoicing at the fact that Pusha made this diss, and it's good in his own right, because the guy is a lyrical genius. I mean, he's up there with, you know, top 20 of all time. That's take nothing away from Pusha, but you also can't take nothing away from Drake, because from what I've been understanding for the last 9 years at least, or the last 8 years, not one summer or 1 year had went by this guy haven't had a hit song on the radio. Maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 hit songs on the radio. I mean, you don't have a hit song until you walk around your house and you hear your grandma say, you ever heard that Hotline Bling? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the hell do you know about that, Grandma? If you never heard somebody say Hotline Bling or certain other songs, or You the Best, you be like, what the hell do you know about that? But his song, a lot of people like it because it's not so gangsterous. He's not trying to be over boisterous. His ego all inflated. The guy made good music, whether you consider it pop, whether you consider it hip hop, rap, or whatever you want to call it. The guy still made good music, to each their own. But at the same time, to go in on his producer 40, tell me he look like he 80, that sound like something I would say. I mean, I guess your boy Pusha been watching Know the Last Show. But anyway, but you must evidently know this guy was sick. I don't know if Pusha knew he was sick, but you know, that was kind of a low blow, even though he did come back and apologize. But enough of Pusha T now. He also said about Drake being basically a deadbeat dad, about his woman, Sophie Brousseau, out of the UK, I think. And she goes by the screen name Rosie Devine, for those of you who might seen. And then he was also saying that, you know, Drake wasn't there for his son, and that he's trying to use his son for the Adidas clothing line, that he's going to come out with a line called Adidon, hence Adidas, you know. And the son name allegedly supposed to be, I don't know if this is true or not, quote unquote, Adonis. But anyway, that's a tight name. Adonis is a god, for those of you who don't really know the further history of Adonis. You know what I'm saying? It's a Greek god. But anyway, now, this source right here come from TMZ when they said that despite what Pusha T wants people to think, Drake's been quite the opposite of a deadbeat dad. Behind the scenes, financially supporting his alleged baby mama through and after her pregnancy, TMZ has learned. Now, you know, TMZ, they're not going to cut no corners with nobody. I mean, if you wrong, they're going to nail your ass to the cross. And even if you're not wrong, sometimes they'll still nail you to the cross. That's Kanye. See how that worked out for him. But then, the second sentence says, sources close to Drake tell us the rapper's been cutting checks to ensure Sophie, the woman Pusha T claims Drake has a secret son with, lives comfortably. We are told Drake's been supporting Sophie since she gave birth and just before that as well. So he's been taking care of this woman. But this is why I say you have to do your research. See, people are so negative and so vile, and they want to see Drake, you know what I'm saying, dethroned anyway. It's amazing how you have so many kings and raps anyway. I mean, we have Kendrick, we have the J. Cole's, we have Drake, we have Jay-Z, we have Nas. We got so many leaders. But at the same time, when you have somebody like Drake, it's kind of like he's always been picked on and he's never been given his due respect. I know what it feels like. And then to throw up the blackface thing, let's get on that real quick. A lot of y'all might be saying, well, Trey, what about the blackface thing? Now, he said this was part of it, a gig or an act that he did back in 2007 when he was trying to basically express verbally and physically how hard it is for minorities, people of color, to get accepted in acting in movie roles and stuff like that, get on TV shows. That's all he was basically portraying. Now, he didn't do none of this after he blew up, but this also shows you that you got to be careful what you do before you get to these famous levels, because people would try to throw it up, and I'm sure they might try to throw up some on me one day. Hell, I don't care. I'll say it all. But anyway, this is the statement that Drake said. He says, I know everyone is enjoying the circus, but I want to clarify this image in question. This was not from a clothing brand shoot or my music career. This picture is from 2007, a time in my life where I was an actor and I was working on a project that was about young black actors struggling to get roles, being stereotyped and typecast. The photos represented how African Americans were once wrongfully portrayed in entertainment, hence the Jim Crow area, the blackface area, most of the stuff that you see deep in the South, you know. Anyway, because Canada, you have to understand, they didn't experience racism like we have in America, especially those in the South, even though it was all over. But in the South, trust me, it was 10 times worse. That's why you have plantations littered everywhere. But anyway, that's a different subject for a different video. Now, he also said, me and my best friend at the time, Mazen El Sadiq, who is also an actor from Sudan, were attempting to use our voice to bring awareness to the issues we dealt with all the time as black actors at auditions, making it hard for them to get roles. This was to highlight and raise our frustrations with not always getting a fair chance in the industry, and to make a point that the struggle for black actors had not changed much. That's pretty much what he said. So for him, for Pusha T, which was a clever move, it's all about, you know what I'm saying, marketing. It's all about, you know what I'm saying, hitting your opponent really where it hurts, you know what I'm saying, crush them totally. And that's pretty much what Pusha is trying to do, because he is, and not to take anything away from Meek Mill, but Pusha T is a different kind of animal. You know what I'm saying? You remember, and if you don't take nothing from this video, you remember this part right here. Now, do you remember the movie Rocky, when Rocky was fighting all these other fighters, you know, but then he came across Mr. T. See, that's what Pusha T is. You know what I'm saying? Notice the name Mr. T, Pusha T. Anyway, picture them two together. And what Rocket Trainer said, he's a monster. He's going to kill you, Rock. You know what I'm saying? He's going to kill you. Anyway, Rocket still believes. Rocket hence is Drake. Not saying that Drake is going to beat him up. We're not talking about fists. We're talking about lyrical play, wordsmanship. How, you know what I'm saying? How sharp is your sword? Is your pen in your brain? But anyway, now everybody knows who Pusha T is, just like everybody knew who Clubber Lang was, Mr. T in the movie. But at the same time, that's what Drake is up against, and metaphorically speaking, because this is a different type of animal. Not saying that he can't win like a lot of other people is boasting and bragging, talking about what he can't win, or Aubrey this, Aubrey that. I mean, let's get over let's just get over it. But anyway, let's go to what Drake dad and Wendy Williams got into it. Now, Wendy Williams, being on Drake ass, basically called him a deadbeat dad. Also says, this is what was said. Now, Drake's dad, Dennis Graham, was back in his son's life when talk show host Wendy Williams decided to propel some of her own shots during her show on Wednesday. She said Pusha T's camp was winning when she pulled up the cover art of Drake's blackface to target her discussion. She also says, you know how messy as hell Wendy Williams is. She says, Aubrey, I believe we have a problem, Williams said. And the problem is, what are you doing, in blackface? Black man. Notice how she throw the black man in there because he's biracial. So I get it, people want to call other people racist, but at the same time, is that not racist also? For you to sit up here and tell somebody about what race they are, but then the moment they get thrown back, oh, you're racist, you're being racist. Well, damn, it's a lot of double standards going on, because why would she throw up, what are you doing in blackface? Black man, which I'm pretty much sure, because I know she got a team of reporters and she's a very smart woman also. And big shout out to her messy ass also. She's very smart, but at the same time, you don't think that she knew that this was part of a cry, if you will, a plea, something that him and his friend was working on to express the lack of jobs and diversity in the movie industry? Is that not true? I mean, you did not know how to find that. But anyway, now, and she basically goes in on Drake's dad also. Now, this is what was said also. Let me try to find it, what she said. Hold on. Give me 1 second, because I have to read what she said. I mean, it's crazy. Yes, this is what she says right here. She says, I'm watching the battle closely. I don't know why Drake's dad is mad. Hell, I would be mad too. You talking about my son, then you talking about me. I mean, that's when the gloves come out right there. That's when the paws come out. And then she goes on to say, all I did was recite Pusha's lyrics. All jokes aside, I really like Steve Harvey's suit. And that beefsteak Charlie mustache that Drake's dad has is mean. Just mean. I mean, he's an old school player. Not to say he's out here running women. That's his business if he do. But he's a clean old cat dad. I mean, get a man some props. I'm sure somebody in her family had them old big ass mustaches and stuff, look like Mario and Luigi off the Super Mario Brothers. I'm sure somebody have it. But yes, that's what she went in on Drake's dad, and Drake's dad comes back, and when he came back, man, he came back. He hugged her out. This is what he said. He said, I had come to actually finally like Wendy Williams and watch her show. It grew on me. Here's the game changer. It's very informative when you listen to a talk host report a story that they've actually researched and share it with their audience. But I'm going to pause right there. Hold on. And the reason why Dennis Graham, Drake dad, said research is the fact that if she would have researched it, like I said before I even read this, because I didn't even know that was on there, she would have seen that Drake put the blackface on because he was protesting. I mean, he's protesting, then he get ridiculed for that. So it's like you damned if you do and damned if you don't. I mean, damn, so who's really being racist here? Anyway, let's continue. Now, Drake's dad said, a talk host report a story that they've actually researched and share it with their audience. But this RuPaul Drag Race queen looking bitch. That's what he said right there. I got to keep it real. That's what he said. When he said RuPaul, man, I must have fell out my damn chair. He said, this RuPaul Drag Race queen looking bitch has stepped out of her lane. You know nothing about Drake or myself. Do your research before you try and be funny to your 79 capacity audience. RuPaul Jr., watch how you speak on our name. I lost all respect for you today. Damn, Pops went in. I mean, damn, if That would be one moment I would be proud of my dad right there. But like I said, big shout out to all the individuals involved in this thing. But Dennis Graham, he kept it real. Look, y'all can sit up here and talk about the man, talking about what he's mixed, he's biracial, he this and that, or he shouldn't say the N-word, this and that. Well, if that's the case, then, I mean, damn, it's a lot of things we should change. But at the same time, give credit what credit is due. Like I say, Pusha T is a great artist. Big shout out to him, much respect to him. But it's sometimes, like they say in boxing, sometimes you can hit below the belt. You know what I'm saying? You hit people too low sometimes. Keep it between you and your target, or people that don't have any life debilitating illness, if you will. But try to keep it between just you and this man. You don't have to bring in nobody else's family, because you already won that battle just with your lyrics, period. The way you came in, it was no need to go in on pops. You way more talented than that, but you can rap how you want to. And at the same time, Drake, keep doing you. Keep making these haters hate, because they're going to keep on hating. And the reason why they hating is because when they look up, they see the moon, and guess what? They see you, the star, and they trying to reach there to get you. They trying to shoot you down, or they trying to pull you down. Don't let them pull you down. Keep doing your thing, and it's like, you know, people gonna hate you no matter what you do. So do you. The man take care of his child. The man didn't try to be racist or try to think he was better than black people, because they always try to make this thing out like light-skinned people. And I'm going to be the one to say it. They always try to make the thing out like light-skinned people think they better, or they better than black people. That's some BS right there, because you will find that we all are equal. I mean, we all use the bathroom every day, and we all bleed. We all going to die one day. I ain't met nobody that lived to be 1,000 yet. Have you? I mean, regardless of what color. So anyway, that's that lower level thinking, and people that's on that, y'all stay on that. But at the same time, these people that actually reported this story, most of them, some of them just don't do no damn research, period. And you will know them by the way they go in their dialogue and how they carry their conversation. But at the same time, for those of you who do true research, like, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of, no, I'm not gonna say a lot of, but a few of YouTubers that I'll shout out here and there, you will see that they will mention the little final details. The main detail, since the people was making a big statement of, do he take care of his child? What's up with his dad? And also the fact about the blackface. That's been explained. So what's the excuse now? The point is, do your research. And big shout out once again to DG Dennis Graham for putting Wendy Williams in her damn place. I mean, damn, sometimes you just gotta know how to shut your mouth, like my grandma used to say. Anyway, if you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, definitely subscribe to the channel, and also share the video. And remember, don't hate nobody just because somebody else hates somebody else. That's why this East Coast and West Coast war built up to the bullshit that it was. Because, you know, you have people making you hate somebody from somewhere else when you listen. I'm sure everybody, people in LA listen to Biggie music, people in New York listen to Tupac music. Don't get caught up in the drama, man. I mean, let's just have a good, clean battle. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. May the best man win. I'm out.